What up? Real quick, right? Looked at, the Sixers started last night. They look terrible. Let's just keep it all the way 100. James looked good. Maybe it's the first game jitters, I guess you can say, whatever. But they just messed up the whole vibe in the city. We was rocking out. Everybody winning. Phillies got they win last night. Flyers won again last night. We beat Dallas' behind on Sunday night. Here come the Sixers, take the L to the Celtics. All the turnovers in the world by Joel. It just looked out of sync. But James looked good, though. James looked good. James out there hitting step back. He was doing his thing. Maxey looked good, But we're gonna say it's just the first game. We're gonna call it the first game jitters. And we're gonna move on to the next game. That's fine. But what I really got on here to talk about was this, man. Alright? Y'all know I'm driving. What I want to talk about was this. How good the defense really looked for the Eagles, bro. And what are our next steps when this, I know I'm jumping forward, but it's time, I feel like it's time to start thinking about what are we going to do with these players, man? We got to keep some of them. Kaiser White is going absolutely bonkers out here. Absolutely nuts out here, bro. Kaiser is out here. He's everywhere, bro. Everywhere around the ball. CJ Garner, same thing. He's everywhere. He's always around the ball. James Bradbury. Lockdown. He's shut down. You know what I'm saying? He's a lockdown corner opposite of Slay. Like, what are we going to do? It's time to start thinking about how we're going to keep these boys here. And I'm hoping that they take a little, they're willing to take a little less so that, everybody can get paid and everybody can stay, just to run it back. Hopefully, it's the way it looks like, this team is not selfish. But you know how that go when it come to money, things change. Let's just keep it let's keep it a buck. Things change. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, where do we go from here? You feel what I'm saying? Where do we go from here? Are we gonna see the same team next year? Are we gonna keep the pillars? Meaning, are we gonna keep Kaiser? Cause now we got N'Kobe sitting in the wing, waiting for his time to shine. Are we gonna keep Kaiser? Knowing that we have N'Kobe sitting there waiting? Are we going to keep Bradbury? Or let Bradbury go and then go out and go get another corner? You feel what I'm saying? And in the backup corners, Jacoby and all them young kids, they look all right too. You know what I'm saying? A couple years, maybe even next year. You feel what I'm saying? And me come out here and be able to start. You never know. Look at Avante. Avante was suspect as I don't know what his first year, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And then look at him. Avante going crazy. You feel me? He's out here. He balling his behind off. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we do from here? I trust Howie. And I had to come on here, maybe I think the first game of the season or before the first game of the season, I had to apologize to Howie. It's all the trash talk I was doing about him last year. And now I formally want to do an apology to Nick Sirianni. Jonathan Gannon, he still got to prove something to me, but just those two, Howie and Nick, my apologies, good sirs. I am sorry. Y'all proving that y'all know what the hell y'all doing. And I don't. But I did say we need to run the ball more. That's what everybody in Philly was saying. We need to run the ball more, 1. 2, you got to play these young balls. 3, we need to go get something. Everything that they've done so far this season to be so productive. I was saying last year. And I also was telling you goofies that Jalen was the quarterback of the future for this team. He is a franchise quarterback. He is our franchise quarterback. He is the franchise quarterback. Now everybody see and understands what's happening. Or, you know what I mean? Everybody want to hop on the bandwagon now. You feel me? Even all your beat writers, or them goofy cats. You know what I'm saying? So, but my biggest thing is right now, we need to figure out how do we keep these players on this team? How do we keep these players on this team? Ain't nobody gonna let me go. All y'all some goofy, whack, weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go around all y'all goofies. Anyway, I mean, how are we gonna keep this team together? That's the question. How do we do it? Because they're gonna want they deserve a payday. They're gonna want to get paid. They deserve a payday. So what do we do? How do we keep them? How do we keep this team together? You know, as much as we possibly can. How do we, you know, keep this team pretty much intact without losing, you know, what's holding us together right now? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? How are we gonna do? Me personally, I have no idea, because I like these boys, man. All of them are hungry. All of them are unselfish. You know what I'm saying? How do we keep them? They all hungry. They ball hawks. All of them are ball hawks. It's crazy. Slay, you got Slay. Well, you know, we got Slay locked in, but Slay, James, CJ, ball hawks, bro. They are ball hawks. You know what I'm saying? Kaiser White is out here defending across the middle. Bro, when we haven't had a linebacker that was able to run across that's been this good on against the run and in coverage. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had this in a long time. You feel what I'm saying? We haven't had corners this good since Bobby Taylor and Troy Vincent. You know what I'm saying? Lito and what's the name? They was solid, but they wasn't like this. These corners shut down, bro. Shut down. And then you try to go to then listen, the opposing quarterback. Imagine this. Think about this. If you're not getting pressured from the front four, and it's not a blitz, you look to your receivers. They're covered one-on-one on the outside. They covered. Maddox is in the slot, covering that slot man. You try to go to your tight end, and the damn linebacker is jumping the route. What? Yo, this defense, bro, something else, man. We got to figure out a way to keep this defense intact, man. I feel like we're not going to have this type of defense for too long. You know what I'm saying? Now, me personally, as I love Kaiser White, man. Like I said, you know, I'm hoping that, you know, they're able, you know, these players are willing to take, you know, at not as much money as they would, you know what I'm saying, and decide to stay here and rock out for another season and try to run it back. Another 2, 3, 4 seasons. You feel what I'm saying? Take a little pay cut or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that's what happens. I'm hoping that's, you know, that they feel like, you know, they can do that, you know, or willing to do that. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, but as much as I like Kaiser, we have Nakobe Dean sitting, waiting for his shot, waiting for his turn. Nakobe is sitting there just patiently waiting his turn. You feel what I'm saying? So what is it that we should do? You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that, like I said, you know, Howie figures out a way to keep all of this, you know, to keep this team intact, bro. You know, offense is solidified. We locked in offense. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too, though. Miles Sanders is coming up on a contract year. Do we keep Miles? Because Miles is running really good right now, bro. Like, really good. He hasn't gotten hurt. He's 6 games in on a bye. I feel like this is the first time since Miles has been in the league that he hasn't been hurt before the bye. That he hasn't gotten hurt within the first 5 to 6 weeks. You know, 5 to 6 games. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's always been at some type of hamstring or ankle or foot or something like that with Miles. But we are going into week 7, into the bye, and Miles is not hurt. He's still playing. He's still playing, you know. But this is like the perfect time for a bye, man. All the injuries and the concussion to Lane and the offensive line being banged up and, you know, and any other players that's banged up, they get a time to rest, and we come back and we got Houston and Pittsburgh, and our schedule looks fantastic. You know, and everybody want to talk about, y'all got the easiest schedule, this, that, and the third. We don't make the schedules, bro. What you want us to do? We just go out there and play who they put in front of us. You know, you upset that your team got a hardest. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. That's a personal issue. You need to call the NFL execs and whoever makes the schedules. You need to call them, bro. Don't be mad at us. We winning the games we supposed to win, regardless if they a playoff team or not. You know, but we also just beat Dallas. We beat the Vikings. These are winning teams, yes? Come on, man. Stop with the excuses. Oh, you know, Cooper Rush is a backup. Y'all wasn't saying he was a backup last week before we torched him. Y'all was singing his praise. Oh, Dak coming back. Oh, we don't need Dak. Let Dak sit. Now y'all want Dak back. Stop, bro. Cut it out. And by the way, just let me remind y'all real fast. We won the Super Bowl with a backup quarterback. Come on, man. Come on, bro. But back to the subject at hand. How do we keep this team intact? The way these boys are playing right now, man, it's refreshing to see. You know what I mean? The Sixers just started. They took their L last night. Cool. It's 80 plus games to go in the season. Not worried about that. You know, and Embiid will bounce back for sure. You know what I'm saying? It just would have been nice to see them come out and, you know, with the way everything is going here in Philly, it would have been nice to have them come out and see them just go and just torch the Celtics. You know what I mean? Start the year off early, torch the Celtics. But, you know, whatever. It's all good. They'll bounce back from that. Phillies won last night 2-0 with Schwarber. Finally, his bat comes alive. Last night, he hit a monster home run, 488 yards or whatever. That 488 feet. I'm sorry. Like, duh. And then Bryce, you know what I mean? Bryce hits the first home run last night. Bro, it feels good in the city right now. Flyers is 3-0. They beat the Lightning. Like, bro, this is... You know what I mean? Look, even the damn soccer team. Even the soccer team, bro. The soccer team in the playoffs, I think, and they winning. You know what I mean? So it's a nice feeling if you're a Philly sports fan. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, you're just a fucking hater. Especially if you're from Philly. Makes no sense to me. But anyway, that's my question. That's my concern as of right now. How do we keep this defense together? You know what I mean? Now, I understand that, you know, we're not going to be able to keep everybody because of the money situation, because we still got to pay Jalen. Now, is Jalen willing to hold off until, you know, play through his rookie contract and then get paid, you know, in 2024? It's possible, you know, or are the rest, you know, is everybody willing to take a small, you know, pay cut, I guess you can say, in order to stay with the team and run his back? You know what I mean? It's possible. We've seen it happen before. We just haven't seen it happen in this type of capacity. You know what I mean? We got a lot of players on a 1-year contract. You know, CJ looking to get paid. Oh man, my homie, the Saints fan. Thank you, sir, for CJ Gardner. Thank you for that first round pick also from you, buddy. Solid game, bro. I love you, man. But anyway, man, I mean, if you have any answers to how it's possible that we could do that, leave a comment in there, man. I mean, I want to know what y'all, you know, what y'all thoughts on that is. How do we keep this defense intact? With a lot of them on a 1-year contract, but they are worth whatever they're worth. You feel what I'm saying? They're worth some bread. I mean, they are worth the money. Clearly. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, I just want to hop on, say a couple words real quick. You know what I mean? So, you know, let me get back at y'all. Y'all know routine. Stay blessed, stay positive, stay away from the goofy ish, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.